firstly we need to see how this idea of constituent assembly, which I was mentioning about, like a set of constituent intelligent people has constituted into a constituent assembly, how this has emerged, whose idea was it, and what is the foundation stone of this constituent assembly. Let's see it. So you are seeing this great person, right? He is none other than Manmohan Roy. If you are taking political science as your optional, you will be knowing him in detail. He is a political scholar and one of the foremost political thinkers at that point of time. He is rightly associated with communist rule in India. So, when talking about him, you need to know that the idea of constituent assembly has been given by Manmohan Roy in 1934 itself. That he had said that if India needs to be independent, we need to have a constituent assembly who would be deliberating about constitution and would be adopting it. So the idea is coming from Manmohan Roy. This could be a potential bit while you're solving in some other exams. They could be asking whose idea was it, and they could confuse with giving Jawaharlal Nehru and some other eminent persons as an options. But do not get confused. At that point of time, you would be not be sure of Manmohan Roy. We haven't heard of him. He might not be the correct answer. But please remember this, Manmohan Roy, he is the great personality who is behind this proposal of Constituent Assembly. I'm not saying Constitution, Constituent Assembly, he has proposed it. And also 1935, in 1935, Indian National Congress has officially demanded that we have a Constituent Assembly for the first time. So the INC, which was working at that point of time, it has asked the Britishers that in 1935 only, that we need to have a constituent assembly where our people will be deliberating laws which we need to be adopting for ourselves. So this has been said by 1935, and subsequently Jawaharlal Nehru also in 1938 has said that if we are making a constitution, it should be by the people of India and for the people of India. So there is no involvement at that point of time in 1938. Britishers were still ruling India, which means we are still subjects of Britishers. But Jawaharlal Nehru has said that if we want to be independent, we need to have a constituent assembly which we are participants of. Which means to say we will be deliberating upon the constitution which we want to adopt. We do not want to be ruled by you people. So this was the main idea which Jawaharlal Nehru has proposed at that point of time. And as I have mentioned to you previously, there comes an August offer in 1940 which speaks about granting of Constituent Assembly to India. This has been finally accepted by British in August offer 1940. So at the point of time, British has given a promise that okay, let us first finish this World War II. After finishing it, you would be having your own Constituent Assembly and you people will be participants in it and you people adopt whatever constitution you want. So this was a promise granted in August offer in 1940. So in 1940, they have promised it, but how did they implement it? In 1943, they have sent this Stafford Cripps, which is known as Cripps Mission, to deliberate with Indians that what kind of constituent do you want? Do you want our British involvement or do you don't want it? These kind of deliberations were carried on by Stafford Cripps in India. So in history, you would be knowing that what was Cripps Mission and how he has deliberated. But let me tell you in polity that the promise of Constituent Assembly has been made in August offer, and this Cripps Mission was sent to deliberate upon it, like what kind of thing you want. But the provisions which Sir Stafford Cripps has mentioned, they were not agreeable by most of the Indians. So this Cripps Mission was denied by Gandhiji, and it was rejected by many parties like M.K. Gandhi, like Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He has said that it is a post-dated check. Means these provisions are ill gone. I mean to say they are not valid now. We cannot adopt to what provisions Stafford Cripps is giving to us. So come with something new. Then what happened? Finally, a cabinet mission was sent to India for proposing of two constituent assemblies, like one constituent assembly for India and another constituent assembly for Pakistan. So these two constituent assemblies idea has been proposed by cabinet mission. they have bought a good idea, which you will be knowing in history what kind of provisions they bought, but they were accepted by both Muslim League and also INC, Indian National Congress. And by going with the mission, the proposals of cabinet mission, we have ceded to the idea of two constituent assemblies. So now we know that from where this constituent assembly has been arrived. We have seen that Manmohan Roy, MN Roy has proposed it. After that, Indian National Congress also demanded it. After that, we have seen that British also promised it in August offer, and they have sent Cripps mission, which was not agreeable to us. After that, they have sent this cabinet mission, which was agreeable to us. Now comes the role of, after agreeing to the cabinet proposals, cabinet mission proposals, then comes the constituent assembly. In next slide, we will be dealing about how this has emerged.